We're headed out to the talking road, guys. Why? We've got some stuff to talk about. That's why. You know, I've sat around that little old house here in Fort Clark Springs and looked out the window like a bird for about, let's see, 4 months, 3.5 anyway. Time to get on the road again, I think. Yeah, uh, this Class B is kind of getting on me here a little bit, in that I got in it and was cleaning some stuff up, and I got to looking around. With a little organization, I could live in this thing full time without any effort at all. I mean, if people can live in high box vans that they've built out themselves, then I can sure live in this Rolls Royce thing, Class B by far. It's a Rise 18M 2023, and right now we're averaging 20.6 miles per gallon, and actually that'll go up when I get to the talking road, because I'll only be driving about 40 miles an hour. I've had it up to as high as 24, but overall it's a little over 20, which is great, 20 miles per gallon. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to adapt some of those ideas that I had from my Prius camping days. Like I'm going to get an organizer to hang over the passenger seat to put stuff in, because that's the whole trick in a small space, and that's the only difference is it's just smaller than a home. It's got all the ingredients of a regular home. It's just a matter of making it function for you. And I did order a 28-inch wide bed for this thing. 28-inch, it's 4 inches thick, 28 inches wide by 75 inches long, and I may have to trim it a little bit. I mean, it comes with a cover on it and all that stuff, but I can work on that. But yeah, I may have to work on that to make it work. I was going to put it on top of the 4-inch pad that's there, so that I would have an 8-inch pad, but I don't think that will quite work in that. You'd be sitting up almost too high when you're sitting there having your lunch or reading books and whatever. But anyway, we're going to be leaving on next week. No, wrong. January the 8th, 9th, 10th, in that range, and heading further south in Texas. Not necessarily because I see any really colder weather coming in. It's just that usually that is when the cold weather really gets here, and in the first part of February. So I'm going to move on out to avoid the coldest part of the winter, even though I don't think it's going to be that cold. We may get another one of those ice things, but yeah, we're just going to head south. I'm going to go over to Choke Canyon for a couple of days, and then down to, or over to Falcon Lake for a week or 2 or 3 or 4, whatever I decide. I'll just pay for a week at a time, because they're not that busy, and so yeah, we'll do that. And that, but yeah, but again, the whole thing, the whole reason for this is nothing about the home that I have in Fort Clark Springs at all, and it's just that you got to stay busy. It's the whole package. You got to plan it. Like I ordered a Starlink dish. It's like $600 for the dish, and then $150 a month to use it while you're roaming, so to speak. But as I mentioned in another video, you can turn it on and off. You still have to pay for that billing cycle. You have to pay for 1 month. You can't just use it for a few days at a time. It's a minimum of 1 month at a time. But what I'll end up doing probably is using it about maybe 4 to 6 months a year. But it will be nice to have it when I do use it, or whenever I do go somewhere where internet is really poor, or there's no internet at all. So with that in mind, we're on the talking road. I've already been talking. See, I cheated. I started talking before I got to the talking road. But yeah, there's a few things I'm going to do. Yeah, the organizer over the passenger seat thing, you know, for miscellaneous stuff. And then I've got a double box behind the seat for putting my breakfast stuff in, and my beer and my wine. And I'm going to get some smaller containers of like mayonnaise, pickle relish, ketchup that will fit easily in the refrigerator. And because what happens is put too much stuff in the refrigerator and it's hard to get to stuff, you know. So I'm going to overcome that by getting smaller packages and containers and all that stuff. So what else can I tell you? Yeah, we're going to do that. And another reason I'm doing this is I want to work out the bugs, so to speak, because what I want to do after that is, you know, come back, you know, toward the end of February from this trip, and then you got March coming up, which starts to be a little springy. It's still cold in the mountains and stuff, of course, but in southern part of New Mexico, it's not too bad. You know, you go around Columbus, you know, Pancho Villa State Park, and then go over into Arizona to Tombstone and places like that. Not too bad. And so I may do that. Come back come back into February, and then spend a few weeks in March piddling around in Fort Clark Springs, and then just gradually move out west, and then just kind of travel around to random sites. I've already got my new New Mexico State Parks pass for the year 2024, so we're good on that. And yeah, we're okay, man. And I got me a Texas State Park. I renewed my Texas State Parks pass also. You know, so if you stay in Texas, the discount, first of all, you get free entry, which saves you $5 a day average. And then you also, if you stay, is it 3 nights, you get 1 night free. I think that's how it works. Or you get if you stay 2 nights, you get 50% off the second night. I think that's how it works. But yeah, it turned out pretty good. So you can get 2 nights for $30, $15 a night, pretty cheap. And so anyway, that's kind of what I'm doing now. And you know, right now we're averaging about 24 miles per gallon. You know, that's pretty good. But you know, overall, by the time you drive around in town, it drops considerably. But yeah, I don't have a whole lot to do to get it organized. I've already done a lot. And you know, where am I going to carry the dish, the Starlink? Well, that's a good question. There's two big drawers in the back by the shower that it depends on the dish they send me. One will fit in there and one will not. So, but it has that hook, the hookup for the little pipe thing on the back of that dish. It sticks up about 4 or 5 inches. So I'm not sure if it'll fit in there anyway, but if it doesn't, I'll put it here in front of the passenger seat, along with the cables and all, well, cable and stuff. And as far as the Wi-Fi device, it doesn't take up much space. I can just set it on the dash or somewhere, and I think we'll be good with that. But anyway, out here on the talking road, and I'm just talking 90 to nothing like I got something to say, but yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, I feel good. You know, I mean, I feel good. Yeah, and the good thing about, I think, this project, assuming that it works out okay, is the fact that it will be much more comfortable than when I was camping in the Prius. I mean, I got a regular bed almost, and a full bath, and a toilet, a shower. Come on, you know, a place to cook, you know, and a table, you know. So it's, yeah, it's okay. I mean, I was watching some videos about people that live in vans. I was watching some of cheap RV living stuff. And yeah, you know, these people have been doing it for years. Of course, you know, they won't tell you well, I don't know. I'm not going to say they're not going to tell you the truth, but it's not as easy as it looks. You know what I mean? It's not as pleasurable as it sounds, you know, or appears. In that, you know, whenever you're trapped inside of a small car or van or whatever, for 2 or 3 days because it's raining or windy or whatever, that can get in your head. I'm telling you it can. But I'm hoping, with the Starlink satellite dish, that will provide me entertainment. And of course, I'm not planning on doing much, if any, dry camping or boondocking. So I'll have electric pretty much everywhere I go. So the fact that it uses about 50 to 75 watts per hour to operate the Starlink dish, that's not a problem for me at all, And of course, I got Sirius satellite radio, even though it's crap. But so far as the entertainment side and reading books, I should be fine. Why are you doing it? I mean, I've got a great place in Fort Clark Springs to walk, go riding in my golf cart. My trike, I can do that. Take these drives down the Talking Road and all that stuff. And but variety is the spice of life. The whole thing is just for me to be doing something. See, like right now, I got 2 weeks before I actually go anywhere, but I'm already in the mood. I'm already kind of hyped up, so to speak, because I've got something planned. Something to look forward to. And we've talked about this before. The key to a full life: 3 things: someone to love, something to do, and something to look forward to. And so I got all of that. And if there's no one else to love yourself. Hell, be selfish. There's nothing wrong with that. Enjoy your life the best way you can. And but anyway, what else can I tell you? Not much. It's a beautiful day here right now, 48 degrees, as you can see clear. Not much wind, if any, from the north. And the down south where I'm going, near Roma, Texas, it's about 12 degrees warmer on both ends this time of the year. Does that make a difference? Yes, it does. It makes a big difference. Well, I'm going to turn around here somewhere. I thought I saw a gate, but it ain't. It faked me out. They haven't had any regular gas at my gas station in a week. Wonder why that is. Yeah, I can turn around here. Yeah, one thing good about this Class B, or among many, is the fact that you can turn this baby on a dime. I mean, you can whip around here. It turns sharper than a small car. All right, we're good. So we'll head back towards Fort Clark Springs now, and I gotta look for a place to set up my satellite dish when I get it. It should be here well within the timetable that I'm planning on, because they say it's going to ship on the 28th, which is Thursday. It's coming from California, so we should get it by the January the 3rd or 4th, hopefully, in that range. And then I'm going to go ahead and set it up. I was going to wait till I got to Choke Canyon State Park, Texas, but the downside of that is there is no cell phone signal there, and they say you need to use this app to set it up. Some say you don't. You just turn it on, it finds the deal, then you've got internet, and you can download the app then. But I'll go ahead and get it done just to be sure. And I want to see how it works. You got a 30-day free look, and if it doesn't work, I'll send it back. How are you going to send it back if you're camping somewhere? Well, that's a damn good question. I don't know yet. I didn't figure that one out. I'm not going to take the box with me because it's too damn big. And but it'll, believe me, que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. Don't build walls, build bridges. Think positive. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. And that's kind of the way I'm going to do this thing. And as far as going from there back here and then out to New Mexico and Arizona and all that crap, it's only in my mind right now. But that ain't a bad place for it to be. Just dreaming about living, getting out and get amongst them. And Yeah, I'll take my Kindle. I got some good books to read. And, right now at my age, doing this is much more enjoyable than it was when I was like age 50 or 55. Why? Well, even though I was, more flexible and had all the younger things, I was in a hurry. It seemed like I was in a hurry. I'd be somewhere and then I was ready to go somewhere. It's like I had ants in my pants. But now I think I at least settled myself down to 2 or 3 days or more in location. What I'm hoping is I can stay, at least 5 days in a location, particularly in New Mexico at the state park, because the state parks charge you a $12 reservation fee, even though you have the annual state parks pass. So, if you reserve 3 days, you got to pay $12 for reservation fee. And then if you cancel, you got to pay another, I don't know, $8 or $10. That's why a lot of people don't cancel, because it's a problem. So with that in mind, let's go see do, guys. Go see do. Soon. Yeah, I got a few things to piddle with in the Class B here. And, I have a 110, or is that a 110 outlet? Hold on. I thought I had a 110 outlet on the deal here, but it's no 12 volt. Never mind. So much for that. So, let's shoot this hard. Guys, from near my home base in Fort Clark Springs, Texas. This is Rusty 78609. Of course, you know that. And I don't know why all creators say that, because everyone knows what they're watching, probably. Having said that, thumbs up. Carpe diem, adios. Carpe diem means seize the day in Latin. Carpe diem, adios. Bye-bye. Buy anything you want, anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Doesn't cost you a penny. Just click on the link, go to Amazon, and then buy whatever you want. Okay? The link takes you to Amazon, and then whatever you buy during that shopping session, they give me a little commission, but it doesn't cost you anything. So what else? Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind, and make life, make life live. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.